Most travel hacks are dead. The fake duty-free shortcuts, the loopholes from old blog posts, the tricks your nephew swore by in 2015. Airports patched them, airlines closed them, and the internet kept passing them around anyway, like expired coupons. But not everything died. A handful of hacks have survived every fee change, every app update, every security overhaul of the past decade, and they walked into 2026 still working. 10 of them, real ones, legal ones. The kind that quietly save you money, time, or your sanity, while everyone around you pays full price for everything. Quick word of honesty before we count them down, because you deserve straight talk. Airports and airlines all do things a little differently, and policies shift, so a few of these will work better at some airports than others. Verify the details with your own airline or airport before you lean on any single one. With that said, let's meet the survivors, starting with the one that saved travelers more money than possibly any other trick in aviation history. The empty water bottle. Yes, it's old. Yes, your grandkids know it. And yes, it still works flawlessly in 2026, which is exactly why it leads this list. Security rules generally restrict liquids over a certain size, but an empty bottle isn't a liquid. It's a container. Carry it through screening empty, then fill it on the other side. Most US airports have water fountains, and a huge number now have those bottle filling stations, with the little counters showing how many plastic bottles they've saved. Meanwhile, the shop 30 feet away may charge you $5, $6, sometimes $7 for the same water. Do that math across a family of 4, on a round trip twice a year. The empty bottle isn't a hack anymore. It's practically a retirement strategy. And for older travelers especially, staying hydrated on a flight matters more than most people realize, so this one pays you twice. Survivor number 2 is about when you fly, not how. The first flight of the morning still wins, year after year. And the reason is beautifully simple. That airplane usually spent the night at your airport. It's already there. It doesn't need to arrive from somewhere else, which means it can't inherit somebody else's delay from 3 cities away. It also tends to fly before afternoon thunderstorms build up, which is when so many summer delays are born. Statistically, early departures tend to leave on time far more often than evening ones. The trade-off is the alarm clock, and I won't pretend a 4:30 wake-up is fun. But ask anyone who's spent a night on an airport floor whether they'd trade it for an early alarm. They'll answer before you finish the question. Number 3 has quietly become more valuable as airports got bigger, and it costs nothing. The airport map, studied the night before. Sounds almost too simple, doesn't it? Stay with me. Modern mega airports can require 15, 20, even 25 minutes of walking between gates, and connections fail not at security, but in the corridors. Most major airports now have detailed maps in their apps or on their websites, some with walking time estimates between gates. 5 minutes of homework the night before tells you which terminal you land in, where the trains run, where the restrooms cluster, and whether your connection is a stroll or a sprint. People who do this glide. People who don't stand frozen, under the departure board, while the clock eats their layover. Same airport, 2 completely different experiences, separated by 5 minutes of looking. Now, number 4. This is the one that surprises people the most, so listen closely. The airline's own app, used during a delay, is often faster than any human in the building. When a flight cancels, 200 people form a line at the service desk. The hack that still works is refusing to put all your eggs in that line. Open the app, where many airlines now push rebooking options automatically. Call the airline's phone line at the same time. Some seasoned travelers even call the airline's international service numbers, where hold times can sometimes be shorter, though results vary. The principle is the survivor here. Work multiple channels at once, because the first one to answer gets you a seat, while the line is still 200 deep. Disruptions are a race for limited seats. The app puts you at the front of a race most people don't know is happening. 4 down, and the next one is where comfort enters the picture, because saving money is lovely, but saving your back is better. Number 5. The seat map check. Done late and done twice. Seat maps are living things. They shift as upgrades clear and plans change, right up until boarding. The hack is checking your airline's app the night before, the morning of, and once more at the gate, because better seats open constantly and nobody announces them. A window instead of a middle, an aisle near the front. On many airlines, moving within your fare class costs nothing. There's a refinement too. Free seat map websites can show you which seats on your exact aircraft have extra legroom, which ones don't recline, and which sit beside the lavatory. Combine the two, know which seats are good, then pounce when one opens. And you're playing a game most passengers never realize is being played. Number 6 survived because it's built on biology, and biology doesn't update its policies. Dress for the flight you're actually taking. Cabin temperatures swing without warning, often cold at altitude, sometimes stuffy at the gate, and you control none of it. Layers fix everything. A light jacket or cardigan over a comfortable shirt means you adjust yourself instead of suffering quietly. Slip-on shoes mean security takes seconds instead of a balancing act, and your feet, which may swell a bit on longer flights, have room to breathe. Compression socks, which many frequent flyers swear by for long-haul comfort, are worth asking your doctor about, especially if you're over 60 or have circulation concerns. That part isn't my call to make. It's a conversation for you and your physician. But the layers, the slip-ons, those are free comfort, available to anyone who plans their outfit the night before instead of grabbing whatever's clean. And that brings us to number 7, which might be the single best-kept open secret in American air travel right now. TSA PreCheck for travelers. 75 and older has a cousin most people have never heard of. Standard TSA screening generally allows passengers 75 and over to leave their shoes and a light jacket on. No membership required. It's been the case for years, and it still applies, though officers always have discretion and procedures can vary. So follow whatever instructions you're given on the day. And for everyone under 75, the broader hack still stands. Trusted traveler programs like PreCheck typically cost less per year than a single checked bag fee, often work out to pennies per trip for regular flyers, and several credit cards may reimburse the application fee as a built-in perk. Check yours before paying out of pocket. The shorter line, shoes on, laptop in the bag, is one of those. Rare purchases that makes flying genuinely calmer, not just faster. For a nervous flyer, CAMED security sets the tone for the whole day. Number 8 is the food hack, and it has outlived every airport price increase since the dawn of the jet age. Bring your own snacks. Solid food generally passes through security just fine. Sandwiches, fruit, nuts, granola bars, that homemade banana bread your neighbor keeps raving about. The restrictions mostly target liquids and gels, so skip the yogurt cup and the soup, but nearly everything else travels happily in your carry-on. Compare that to terminal prices, where a basic sandwich can cost what a whole picnic costs at home. There's a quieter benefit here too. On shorter flights, many airlines have trimmed food service down to almost nothing, and on longer ones the meal may arrive on the plane's schedule, not your stomach's. If you take medications that need food, having your own supply isn't just thrift. It's peace of mind in a zip-top bag. 2 left, and number 9 is the one I'd tattoo on every boarding pass if they'd let me. Photograph everything. Your parked car and the lot section sign. Your checked bag, inside and out, before it disappears down the belt. Your passport photo page. Your itinerary confirmation. 10 seconds of photos creates a paper trail that solves problems before they grow teeth. Bag goes missing? You hand the agent a photo of the exact suitcase instead of fumbling through a description of medium, gray, wheels. Can't find the car after a week away? Your phone remembers row F like it was yesterday. And tucking a card with your name and phone number inside the bag, not just on the outside tag, has reunited countless travelers with luggage after the outside tag tore off somewhere over the heartland. This one survived into 2026 for the simplest reason imaginable. Memory fades. Photos don't. And number 10, the final survivor, is less a trick and more a philosophy that happens to function like one. The early arrival used deliberately. The old advice says get there 2 hours early for domestic, 3 for international, and that still holds at many airports. But here's the part that turns it from a chore into a hack. The traveler who arrives early gets the calm version of the airport. Time to walk the terminal as gentle exercise before sitting for hours. Time to ask a question at the desk while no line exists. Time to refill that water bottle from hack number 1, claim a seat near the gate with a charging outlet, and watch. The rushed travelers arrive sweating while you sit there like royalty. Rushing is where mistakes live. The forgotten phone in the security bin, the dropped boarding pass, the wrong gate. Arriving early isn't wasted time. It's purchased calm, and for the price of leaving the house 40 minutes sooner, it's the best bargain in this entire list. So there they are, 10 survivors still standing in 2026 while flashier tricks came and went. If you only keep 4, keep these. The empty bottle, because free water never goes out of style. The morning flight, because a plane that's already there can't arrive late. The multi-channel rebooking move, because during a meltdown, speed wins seats. And the photos of everything, because your phone has a better memory than any of us. Layer the rest on top, the seat map checks, the snacks, the early arrival, and you stop being someone the airport happens to. You become someone who moves through it on your own terms. That's the real reward here, and it's bigger than the money. It's walking into a terminal without that knot in your stomach, knowing the angles, feeling like the airport works for you instead of against you. You've earned that feeling, whether your next trip is to see the grandkids or to finally take the one you've been putting off for years. Go take it. If one of these 10 ends up saving your next trip, share this with the people you travel with, because these things work even better when the whole group knows them. And if hacks that work in your favor were satisfying, the other side of that coin is even more eye-opening. The things airlines quietly choose not to remind you about before you fly. The cutoffs and clauses that catch good people every single day. That list is waiting for you next, and a few of them might make your jaw drop.